Welcome back to the channel, folks. My name is Joel Duggan, and this is the Citadel. It is a 6-year-old Minecraft server, and we are in the midst of a 2.5-year-old medieval town build. The keep is really starting to feel finished from the map view now that we've got the courtyard in. It's weird that the fancy courtyard designs are off of the main entrance. I may have to revisit that main entrance and maybe make it feel a little bit more special. But for now, we have to repair the elytra because that's very, very low. I'm going to take a quick check to see what I've got going on here for tools I might need to repair. It does not look like much. So we've got rockets and food. We should be good. Quick trip to the end, or the nether, I guess, rather, to see what's what. Road trips to SweetSandi, yes indeed. Cal, Cosmic, good to see both. Hope you're having a good day. I'm realizing now that I've been streaming every single day since the beginning of March, with the exception of Mondays. I sound like a bit of a robot when I start the stream. It's always the same. It's always the same. Even if it's not the exact same phrasing, it's like, it's definitely the same tone, same inflections. Normally I would turn on shaders for this road trip, but I've been having trouble with my PC lately and the frame rate's dropping, so we're just going to go old school. Been very busy. I keep on meaning to do more research into what a new computer might look like for me, because it does not look like prices are going to come down within the next few years, so if you need one, they are the price that they are, and you just have to kind of get what you need. But the problem is I just find that it's such a convoluted market, and I think at someone's suggestion that I buy like a pre-made, because then at least if something goes wrong, then there's a company to then, you know, hold accountable, or a warranty or something like that. But it's certainly not the most affordable. The most affordable way is still to build your own. I wonder if there's any in-between services out there where they'll just assemble it for you because they know what they're doing, but then you just buy all the parts. I don't know how much different that would be than having just a prefab thing. And by prefab, I don't mean like going to Best Buy or, you know, some tech shop. I mean like, you know, a specialty store for gaming. Shaders may be pretty, but there's nothing wrong with old school. That's fair. I mean, most people play the game like this anyway. Like most viewers, I would say. I see a lot of people that stream with shaders on, and I don't know how they do it. They must have an absolute monster of a PC. 'Cause I don't have a potato. Like, it's not bad. I didn't check to see if we needed any supplies. Very likely, considering how hungry shaders are, yeah. I see so many people do it though. I guess it depends. Like if you built your PC for some other game, and then you're playing Minecraft, like you might already have, like if you're playing something like Call of Duty or some other really high-end game that required a lot of like rendering and ray tracing and stuff like that, and you had the right card for it, then I could see that being a thing. Oh, Cosmic doesn't like the flying in the nether. Cosmic says, I can't stream with shaders on. I don't have the best PC, but it's not the worst. But it's not a pleasant experience. Yeah. I tried a little something with OBS the other day and tried to get Minecraft to work, but there was some reason I couldn't stream it. There was... Oh, you know what it was? It was my Stream Deck wasn't set up. I've moved all of my Streamlabs desktop Minecraft profiles over to OBS Studio, but I have not set up my Stream Deck for it, unfortunately. So I'm still using Streamlabs desktop, which is harder on the PC than Studio, like OBS Studio is. So tomorrow will be the final stream for the Princess Leia Bouche helmet that we're doing on the LEGO Let's Chats. And that'll be a short stream because there's only a bag and a half left. There's 2 bags, but they're both labeled bag 6, and one of them is like, it's full of pieces, but they're a lot smaller. So that'll be kind of like the mouthpiece and the stand. And then after that, the following week, we'll have to choose, because that's on the big ones. Because the 3 big ones I have are the UCS X-Wing that I bought myself for my birthday, the lighthouse, the motorized lighthouse, and Ecto 1. And Cosmic, you can correct me, but I think both Ecto 1 and the lighthouse were wonderful gifts from you, if I'm not mistaken. And we have, of course, the LED light kit for Ecto 1 to consider as well. I think I'm leaning Ecto 1. I want to build the gift sets before I built the set that I bought myself, which makes sense. And I definitely want to make sure I build the lighthouse during the summertime, because summertime Nova Scotia lighthouses, like that's definitely a vibe. And I feel like I want to do Ecto, but I want to do Ecto 1 first, I think. They were from you. I don't know how wonderful. It's a very generous, wonderful birthday gift / stream support gift. You shush. So I was thinking about your snarkiness in our little DM conversation earlier today, Cosmic, and you know the rainbow sheep of doom and all that kind of stuff that you've got with your streams and whatnot. And what popped in my head was the catchphrase or the slogan for Skittles, which is "Taste the Rainbow." And I feel like yours should be smacked with the rainbow, as if it was a rainbow pool noodle. No one's gonna get hurt, but they're gonna get reamed with a giant foam rainbow of doom. I don't know, the visual in my head just kind of makes me laugh. The idea of like when you're moderating in chat and like the sound of, or you know, one of those hollow plastic toy bats smacked with the rainbow is totally your vibe. Nice. Like those hollow toy bats, the wiffle bats, like for little kids, like 3-year-olds that are learning to play baseball, and they make that really hollow bonk, you know, noise when you hit someone on the head with it, and they don't hurt, right? I think that would be excellent. Just a big mod bat, and I imagine that whenever you're dealing with somebody in chat, and like the comment has like a wonk, kind of like a "Why are you being stupid?" kind of feel attached to it. I always get messed up the way that they order these. Does anybody feel like back to game and disconnect should be down at the bottom, and disconnect should be on the left, and back to game should be on the right? Anybody feel like that? I want options, sound. How we're doing for fuel in here? Oh, getting low. Well, okay, not that low. Just a short errand to start the stream. What is that supposed to be? Missing shulker box. That must be something I have out. What is that supposed to be? I don't know. Oh, those bats were for learning baseball, not for hitting your little sister? Dual purpose. Multitasking. Efficient use of limited materials. Teaching children to seize opportunities. Can you tell that I have a younger sister? Cosmic was the little sister. One could argue that you're still little, but... Well, the middle one, I had to learn to be tough pretty quick. Yeah. I don't have any experience with the dynamic of a three kid family. All of my friends growing up, most of the dudes that I knew that were my age had little sisters that were my sister's age. It seemed like the thing to do back in the 80s, you know, 80s and 90s for a lot of families was to have two kids roughly 2 years apart. Just seemed really common. I don't know why I put the transport arrival place so far away. I guess because I wanted to make sure that people building in the area could just kind of do their own thing and not have to worry about matching the style of the fort that you arrive in the area. There's 4 years between each of you. Or that there's 4 years total? Like 2 between you and the older and 2 between you and the younger? Or is it 8 years between the youngest and the oldest? Blast Jordan, good to see you. Kel, you're the youngest and only child, I see. I've got a couple of friends that are only children. Single children. Babery Moose, there is 1.5 years between me and my 2 younger siblings, and my youngest brother is 9 years younger than I am. I've got a friend, James the Civilian from the Citadel Cafe podcast. His younger brothers are like 9 and 11 years younger than him or something like that. It's really far removed. There's our keep showing up in the distance. Quite like it. It needs a little bit more color, I think. We need to put some things on top of the towers. Eight years between the youngest and oldest. Well, yeah, that's a good span. That's a good span. So we added the windows. I want to add, looks like I forgot to add another window down the bottom here. We've got our little arrow slots there. I need another arrow slot there. And I think, did I do the floor in here? I don't think we've not textured the floors at all. Yeah, this feels a little on the plain side. I might try to increase sort of the special nature of all that. So I'm not exactly sure what we're going to be working on today. I mean, obviously we're going to be working on the keep. I'm just not quite sure what point. And what is missing there? Copper box. Oh, it's the redstone. And the iron box goes there. Okay, right. I was like, why was everything was out of order? I know a color if you're after one. I bet you do. So I added this door at the end of the last stream, and the only thing I don't like about it is how narrow it makes the entry feel. And so I want to experiment with it being like wide open and seeing if it looks a little bit better. So here's the a view, you know, a refresher coming through here. You get to here before you even see anything over there, and you don't get this kind of vast area, and it hides this little mosaic thing. So I'm going to try moving this. And we might be able to actually put it all here. Yes, I know that's a little bit shorter than what it was, but I think this could still work. Actually, and then we could potentially just move this door. So it's a simple change. We still get to keep the door, but then when you arrive, the courtyard opens up way nicer. I think I like that better. That we get the best of both worlds. And it is only just big enough. So if you'd imagine this swinging on this thing, 1, 2, 3 would come over to there. So it really wouldn't necessarily close. But if you imagine this was the hinge was behind it, we'd get 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we're a little shy on that side. So one possibility would be to add another bit here. Now this doesn't have to be up against the wall. We could move that out by 1 block because I don't think that's really going to affect much. And that might be a way to make it look more like a door on an angle. And this is kind of hidden, and that's fine. Yeah, I feel like that looks like it's a good way that could close. I don't know, maybe I've made that look too big. It does look a little bit large, doesn't it? Maybe we don't need this. That difference between technically it being small enough to close. Maybe the thing to do is to leave this as is and then change this to be more like a hinge or something. What we used something over on the west gate. I want to say it was deep slate, polished deep slate, and cobbled deep slate. Yeah. Oh right, and the little top stuff. I don't know if I still have that around. I might. We'd have to do something to make it look like it latches shut. We'd have to add something here. Wonder what we could do to that to make it look like it could work. We could also go a little higher here, maybe. Nope. Nope. EladJenkins, good to see you. Cosmic, is it really your birthday? You're not. It is, right? You're messing with me. Yeah, the door was definitely hiding a lot. You know, I think this actually works better with a piece of door over here. It is really your birthday. You and my stepfather share a birthday. I should remember that. Happy birthday. Can we get some love in chat and happy birthdays for Cosmic? I'm embarrassed I don't have that down on my calendar, Cosmic. Happy birthday. So maybe we can just do something here to help that feel more like a hinge or a piston or something. Droppers aren't going to work. Sensors are going to look funny. Do we have any kind of block that looks like it might have a latch that could go into it? Maybe a piston? No, that doesn't really work. Smokers have got a thing on the top of them. Furnaces have a front. Why would I put it in my calendar? Now, here we go right back to what I mentioned earlier about smacking people with pool noodles. Ask a silly question. Thanks, folks. Spreading the birthday cheer for Cosmic. What was I looking for? Smoker is a possibility. Regular furnace? Do I even have any of those? Regular furnace, probably just gonna look like a regular furnace. Yeah, that doesn't really feel. That sort of feels like it could have like a latch on it. So if I put 2 of these, they're unfortunately a little bit light. I kind of want them to be darker. 2 of these and 2 blackstone buttons. Hopefully you'll see where I'm going with this. So this goes here like that. So that would be this face of the door. And then we could do this. As if those are the latches. And there wouldn't be spikes on the back of the door. Maybe we can add a couple of levers to make it look like there's a mechanism to then extend the latches into the wall. Right? You pull each one of those down and that would shoot out, but it would shoot out into that space there. That actually is not bad logic. It's about the right height. These are a little bit low, but that's not bad. They're probably roughly the same size, honestly. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I feel like that's about right. Yeah, 4 by 6. These are in the middle of the block, and then these are a little bit higher than middle. It's okay. The only thing I don't like about it is maybe this side of it, and maybe we have to add some spruce trapdoors to it just to smooth it out. Yeah, that feels pretty good. Better than before. I can't think of any other trapdoor that we could put there that would make sense, so we'll do that. Yeah, I like that better. Now here, we could try just a solid andesite, or not andesite, polished deep slate block. I went up by a whole log, but what if we just added that? I think that works. That works. And do we need anything there? I don't think so. I guess we could try and add the piston point here. No, that doesn't make any sense. Technically, it would be behind it, so. Oh, thanks, Cosmic. I think the levers are a good idea, too. Wouldn't be complete without some trapdoors. That's fair. Fair assessment. All right, so I want to continue with this philosophy of, or not philosophy, but this approach that we've had to doing little bits at a time in different areas. So I feel like we've tackled the logistics of the inside of these towers. Oh, I need to do that hole there. So I'm happy with the way that these kind of flow. We have some inside decorations to do, but I'm going to leave that to last. Same with up here. I feel like this could probably continue around a little bit. We do have to decorate up here. This feels a little bit narrow, but I don't know. There's no real other way to do it. Just happens to be a narrow gap right there. This is currently a straight wall. One option we do have is to continue something like that along here. But I don't know if that would make this feel less special, right? Leaguer Gaming, good to see you. Lurking at 2 a.m., my goodness. It's almost 2 p.m. here. All right, so first things first, we'll get some stairs, and we'll make that that little door, little window. Redstoner 2019, thanks very much for saying hello. How are you? So they're up against the inside wall, and they are a block above the stairs. So that's one. Did I do both? I think I did both. The top one and the bottom one. Leaguer Gaming gifted a sub to Redstoner 2019. Thanks very much. That's amazing. Also just lurking, love the stream. Hey, well, it pays to lurk sometimes, Redstoner. Now that you've got that gift sub, you can connect your Discord and your Twitch accounts, and you can join us in the Joel Duggan Discord if you want. I might want to remove that brick right there. I think it's taking away from the window a little bit. And since we're up here, I think I'll leave that. Yeah, we're not going to go that far with this one. 1, 2, 3. Maybe we'll do the same thing over here. Yeah. Holy smokes. Cosmic Dancer. Bringing a hype train even closer. I'm scrolling. I'm scrolling. I'm scrolling. Cosmic, what did you do? Still scrolling. Cosmic Dancer gifted 50 tier 1 subs to the community. I obviously do not have the time to read all of these off. Cosmic, thank you ever so much. Holy crap. That's just incredible. Thank you. Wow. Folks, if you get a gift sub from Cosmic Dancer, make sure that you thank them in chat. SweetSandi with 200 bits. That launches a hype train. SweetSandi with the conductor hat today. Thanks so much, SweetSandi. As I run around without knowing what to say next. Yeah, it's tight, but it's not like you're gonna constantly bounce off the walls. You know what I mean? When you go across a Minecraft path and you're like kind of bonking left and right all the time and you don't like it. It's very close to that, but it's not. We're not quite there. It basically it stops your sprint. You know, like the new rules now. It's kind of slows you down kind of quickly. But I don't see a way to expand this inside anywhere. I guess we could expand the wall rather than 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I guess I could bring the wall out by a little bit. That might help. EladJenkins jumping on the hype train with 1,000 bits. Thank you so much, EladJenkins. Do you prefer Elad or Jenkins if I was to shorten your name at all? Because sometimes I feel like I'm, you know, someone's parent calling them by like first and last names. You know, you're that old 80s trope where your parent uses all 3 of your names. Means you're in trouble. So if I brought that wall out in the corner, don't know what that would look like. I guess we could kind of fake it. We can kind of bring it out a little bit on the top. So really what I want it to do is come out here. So that's 2, 2, and then 1. So this would probably come out here then. So what I would probably do is fudge this and not have it be something that comes all the way down to give us something in that house. But that would mean that this would probably shift to there. Redstoner 219, brand new, and dropping 200 bits. Thanks ever so much. Well, I say brand new to chatting. Obviously not new to lurking. Does that fix the problem? No, we still get down quite low, don't we? I guess the whole idea would be to add a block here too. Does this come out even? No, it comes out inside like that. So that being wall would be weird. So we'd end up putting this, I think, here. Brand new, born 10 minutes ago? Well, new to the chat. Elad is perfect, or I could add a middle initial and it would be really sound like I've done it. Oh yeah. You know, the parents. I know that in some cases, I think it's a funny kind of cultural thing because I feel like in some like Hispanic communities and families, parents always use like the first and second name, you know, of their kids. So then to other people where they associate two names with being in trouble, even just casual conversation sounds like someone's in trouble. So that turns this way. Still has a narrow spot there. Yeah. Well, I guess we have to pay attention to what we've done on the other wall, too. We could extend this a little bit. And that would alleviate the problem. Then we just have to figure out where we would put the other support. Probably here, I guess. That feels a lot better. Yeah, you don't feel like you're going to run into anything. So now we just have to figure out how it's going to look from below. This would just be andesite like that. This would be stone. Oh, maybe I've made that look a little bit funky. Oh, that's too short. Oops. That goes down to there. I think we're good. I'd probably change this to a solid brick just for appearances inside. We can cover all that up with the color of the roof. Aldebar, how's it going? Good to see you. Thanks for coming in. Kel says that was 3 names equaling in trouble. First, middle, and last name. Yeah. Oh, thanks, Aldebar. Rain. I think that looks okay. It looks a little bit funny in this section. I mean, we haven't finished them, so there's that too. I wonder if they'd look cool with stone on top of them instead of... I think I used stone pressure plates before. Yeah, stone pressure plates and buttons. Well, we should probably continue with the same. At least, I mean, at least that's a fallback. I was thinking it could be cool to try to see what they would look like if we had the same sort of stone that the outside here has. See how cool and official that might look. It's not bad. It does create a weird kind of vertices here, whereas the stone pressure plate does not. I'm at that stage with Minecraft where like I really want to get some sub block or like 8th slab or just trapdoors in stone. Like I want something beyond the choice between slab and pressure plate is just such a huge difference. I think stone trapdoor would probably be like where my preference would lie. Of course, when you touch them, so I don't put the pressure plates on until the very last, because of course they trip all the trapdoors. Love the floor pattern. Every time I join a stream, I notice something new. We just did this the other day. We started 2 streams ago. We kind of hemmed and hawed about it, and then we kind of put it in the other day. The thing that I'm still missing, I think, is something special to lead you to the front door. I thought just the funnel between the 2 circles would work, but you don't really see much about this circle. So I kind of feel like we need something. You can see in the overhead that each section seems to have its own function, but then I really feel like this feels very bland in the middle. So I might try to continue maybe some andesite or something in through here. I don't know. And it does it really help? Kind of a distraction. You haven't been by this week yet? Yeah. Yeah, we did a fair bit on Sunday. Yeah, this still needs something. I don't mind the taller things. The other thing we could try a mini block. They may not be big enough, but we'll try one. What would make the most sense? Probably like a polished andesite or something? They might not be the right size. We could also go with a polished andesite top to it too. The polished deep slate mini block almost looks like a chiseled stone. Yeah, they don't look very good, do they? I like those. I think maybe we'll go with those for now. And I'll leave the 2 pressure plates here. Just in case. Yeah, that's growing on me pretty quickly though. Alright, so we need to kind of do the same thing over here, I guess, but we have to be conscious of the staircase. Maybe the stair has to come out farther. I don't think I want it to though. If it does, then it would have to turn at some point. Like if we brought it out, I'd bring it up to there and then turn it right. I think this is going to need the same sort of treatment. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So here, there. That feels like you're going to hit your head. Try to do every 3. Maybe you only get away with 1 up here. That way you're not going to smack your head on it. Or feel like you're going to smack your head on it. Word nerdify. The keep is keeping. Which I just realized is the nature of the definition of the structure. Wow. How did I not really clue in on that before? What do you do with your keep? You keep stuff in it. Duh. I wasn't born yesterday, I swear. So here it might be better to do actually it might be good to do it like that. I don't want to have anything in the way there. That still feels pretty sound. Time to take the staircase to your break. Sounds like a good idea. This really messes with the design of this house, though. It really pushes it out. So we may have to think about another way to handle that house. That right there feels odd. Maybe we need to reduce the number of supports. Maybe instead of 4, we do 3. And we move this one into the house a bit. Yeah, those are really close together compared to the other ones. Anyway, I'll think about it. We'll come back to it. I like that the courtyard is starting to take shape, though. If you're new to the channel, folks, I take a break once an hour. It just gives me a chance to go stretch. You know, maybe you can go get yourself a drink, grab a friend. We really need to try and grow the channel. I say we, I mean me. So I'd really appreciate it if you can tell friends and kind of share the stream. There's a post on Twitter if you want to just share it. But honestly, like the whole like DMing a friend and being like, hey, what are you doing? You should come hang out with us in Joel's chat is probably the best way to spread the word. Thanks very much. I will be back in 5 or 6 minutes. apparently my playlist is just keeping on going. My music player updated today. I hope that was royalty free. Most of it should be. Something that drives me nuts is when an app updates and changes all of your settings and how it functions without asking you, hey, would you like to update? Because if I had a choice, I probably wouldn't have updated right before my stream. You know, I'd update somewhere in between where I could check to see how it works and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, that's a little bit funky. I don't know how we're going to handle that. I kind of wonder whether this would look better if it had like a different sort of gable on it. I feel like I've got an example over behind the barracks. Yeah, I think it's Street Beats. I only ever have the one. I only have the one song for Minecraft. It's a 1 6-minute song I play on breaks. That's it. Chunk Purse, hello, hello. Welcome back. Aaron Antics, thanks for the follow. I feel like that looks a little bit better. A little bit more functional. Less decorative. Don't know about the window though. It still feels weird that it comes all the way down here. I wonder whether we could just shave this off and solve that problem. Oh wow, that looks terrible. Never mind. Oh, I wonder if we could change the way that this attaches, perhaps? That might work. And if we changed that as well. Kind of cheating it a little bit. Yeah, I'd say we just cheat that a little bit. Might even want to put an upside down stair up there underneath the wall. But then we run into the same problem. And I can't do that here. I don't know, maybe it was a mistake. Maybe I should move that back. So then this would be like that. Maybe we just have to shift this. So then this would move over by 1. And it's a full block there. Here we could probably get away with that. Or maybe probably that way. I'll worry about how these are all ordered and how we decorate them with signs later. Glad I didn't do it before. We'd just be moving it all again now. Right, that makes sense there. And then here, this just switches. Still feels okay. This feels a little bit strange here. But we could mess around with that a little bit. I think maybe 3 is the better solution compared to the 4. Feels a little bit more consistent. The weird part, of course, here is that like we've got 3, 2, and then 3 and 3. So this distance feels short, but there's no way to do an exact halfway, really. Aaron Antics, thanks very much for the compliment. I appreciate it. Welcome in. All right, so now I think as we go around the courtyard, the other things that need addressing are perhaps these towers here. And this roof here. So these guys, there is access inside to this one. It's just a tight little spiral staircase. A little bit of a twist. Oh, I didn't realize. I forgot that you can get on top of the door here. That's cool. Huh. Pastoral was pretty smart. So this lines up with the top of the wall. But I've been thinking about whether we could extend this pattern. So we've got this kind of crown type pattern that we put on the top of everything. Now this is pretty straight, And I think I would want to keep it like that. We'll have maybe the crown thing happening on this tower, and then this is also straight. But I feel like this could be higher. So rather than a straight line going right out, I feel like we could probably increase the height of these two and give the castle a little bit more of a beefy front. And it wouldn't affect much. I just have to make sure I have all the right blocks. I need more stairs, it looks like. So if I was to raise this up, it would be probably by at least a block. So how does that affect this connection if I do that? This is the trick with this update, is that you do this and it affects all the things next to it. So that is a slab. No, it's a full block. That would stay the same. And we'll just kind of go down to there. I guess that makes sense. Now, I don't know. Guess I would keep this, or I would raise this 2. We would obviously change the bottom of it. I think I like that little tweak. I think that works out well. We'll test the other side. Yeah, we can walk all along here now that I've connected it all up. $40,000 days. Is that the server? Yeah, it must be just the server. Yeah, we're coming up on 6 years, I think. Because the server is older than the spawn chunks. Thank you for the sleep, Cosmic. Appreciate it. Now, I've just been covering over these stairs with the intention of deleting them, but it has left a really interesting pattern, which we should at least look at. I think one of the benefits, though, of raising this up is it gives us more clearance here. But then this, of course, needs to get higher. Yeah, I prefer the more room, I think. There we go. So this is where the connection gets a little bit funky. We have to think about how that's going to work. So here it might actually be worth to keep that longer side, because it does look like it connects nicer the way that I had originally designed it. Right? That feels more natural. And then in here we'll just go with a solid block like that. And I guess, what did we do over here? I brought that middle section up by 1. All right, that doesn't exist over here. Okay. Or I guess that would be it, I guess. Oops. Oh, I'm out of stone. Stink 07, thanks very much for the follow. And Sinew, I hope I'm saying your name right, 1995, thanks for the follow. I don't know about this. We just left the roof open over here. I kind of feel like we could do the same thing here. I almost wish there could be like a little crawl space there. I guess technically we could make it. So I don't know whether to leave this with a ledge like this or whether we should raise the whole bottom part of everything. I'm leaning on having an edge. I think it could be kind of fun. think that could be good. Saves us from having to raise the whole platform, and it means we won't have to mess with the stairs. I mean, here it wouldn't be difficult. We could just kind of keep on going around, and you'd come up at the right spot, I think. We've got enough room for that here. Pokemon Killer, welcome in. Mr. Milo, oh yeah, no, that's the whole idea of the ledge. What I was saying is do we keep the ledge, or do we fill in the whole thing and just have the whole thing be the same level? That's what I was talking about. Basically, I would have to figure out a different way for these stairs to come up. They would more than likely come up here, and then they would turn right. Or turn left, sorry. That would be the idea. But I think the ledge is a decent kind of way to do it. I'm tempted to bring this at least back to here. Just to kind of give that extra little border to everything. All right, I just have to make sure we've done the outside of this so it doesn't look funky, and we have not yet. Gonna require some serious scaffolding. Helpful. Now, before I rip this all down, out of curiosity, do we want the corners to go longer? I think we're okay. Yeah, Mr. Molly, you're not really understanding what I was saying anyway. Two. And then this side. Go. Bricks. Needs bricks. Oh, thanks. I'm glad that you like the courtyard, Cosmic. I still need to do something more interesting with the entryway here. I think moving the staircase or doing something with it is kind of key to that. Wonder if both of these should be low for this one to match the other side. Yeah, that looks better. I'll just make that a solid block when I go up. Yeah, see, this doesn't really fly for me. What I would like to do, turn that around. I need more stairs. Really kind of secret. If you're not paying attention, you totally miss it. Definitely doesn't have the same interior touches that my my other insides have. So that is probably, is this something that we can change? It is. I would be tempted to do something like this. And then that does put us a little bit lower going around the corner here. But now we can either continue with the spiral, which doesn't work, or we might, well, actually, you know what? This might not work. Yeah, that's not going to work. Okay, we lost too much. Lost too much space. Well, that doesn't really change anything, does it? I guess we were a block higher here. So it did present a very tight corner. But get you a block higher. Let go. These are outside blocks, right? Yeah, darn it. Almost there. That doesn't quite work, does it? I mean, we could start sooner, because none of this space really needs to be here. This place doesn't have a door on purpose, I guess. The thing about adjusting towers is that you always end up goofing up something you've done previously. That puts us at the right height here, which is good. And what I'd be tempted to do, I guess we just have to keep on keeping on. So that changes that. It's this landing that's causing me grief. So if we go back to the way that I had this before, if I did this with slabs and then continued to get to here, would that still work? No, that puts us in the same boat. Okay. I could use this space though. Can I travel up this way? That might work. There we go. So a little tricky, but add some character. Nice even exit. I'll probably make this stone actually. Then we have to trim the stuff underneath. We should be good. And then really we could just fill this in because there's no need to have all this empty space. I guess because of that we could have some sort of structure maybe. Something interesting to walk by. Man-made, hello, good to see you. You're having a good day. You know, here keeping the ledge makes sense, or keeping the everything flat. I guess we would do probably like a railing. The stairs here really reduce the amount that you can actually use up here. Not that it's a big deal. Did that side there. Okay. I'm tempted to see what a little railing here might look like too. Kind of fun. Oh, that has to stay like that. Weird how it's so open, right? Like it feels very open to the elements. I guess we do have room to put a door here if we wanted to. Again, would be a very tight spot. That actually makes more sense, I think. Maybe having a door right there. That'll probably work. Very claustrophobic, but makes more sense to me anyway. Yeah, so that doesn't work. And that needs to be higher, I think. Yeah. If I do that, can I still get down the stairs? Just. Maybe we'll use a trapdoor instead. Feel like that makes sense. Honestly, here we could probably switch and have these be stone stairs. That makes sense to me. I need to go get a door and some oak logs. Or actually, we've been using stripped oak. I should look at the other structures that we've been building. Yeah, dark oak and spruce. Just thought it would be more interesting to have some sort of like cool support here. So we remove this in favor of a full block. I heard footsteps. I was like, is that creeper? No. Well, sort of. Not the bad kind, though. I'll leave that there. And then in here, that stone part, does that have to be? Yeah, it kind of makes sense for it to be stone. So maybe we'll do an upside down stone stair. I feel like that looks pretty good. And then for bracing in between these, we could just use a couple of slabs. Do we want all three? Probably just the two. Now in here, we can probably just fill this in. Solid blocks. And I guess we could probably just match it with more dark oak. Went shopping for you. Don't ask about the trader. Ooh. Player heads of coal, spruce planks, terracotta. This just burns. It's burny. It's like a sci-fi episode that you don't want ever. Twilight Zone. The pink is coming. Cool. Thank you. More of... Do I have any? And then for here, we could maybe do like an upside down stair. At the top. Yeah, that's a stair. So yeah. That feels okay. Wouldn't mind adding a sign or two along here. Val Kinsel, thanks very much for the follow. Appreciate it. Glad you're enjoying this chill stream. That might be a little bit too much. Maybe just the one at the top. Yeah. Same thing coming down. That's weird. I can see, it's funny because from this angle I could see the bottom of Cosmic's jaw sticking out underneath the oh no, it's the hair. It's your skin's hair sticks out underneath. Very strange. Yeah, I think that might be just too much. We'll just get rid of that, and then in here. I think maybe we'll go with stone. We like that hole there. Wonder if it looks better with just this. I feel like just the one, and maybe even a stair. No. Yeah, you know, maybe here simpler is better. Just because it's so close to the player. Did I bring a door? I did bring a door. And we'll put in... Can't put anything there in that space, but I could put a trapdoor above the door. Kind of help to tie this together. So when that's the case, I think maybe this has to be a spruce trapdoor, so it all looks like it's made from the same stuff. Well, you know what? I think we'll default back to that. Yeah. Definitely feels like a roof access hatch. Yeah. I like it. A lot of the different design choices I was making around the entire city have changed over the last couple of years. Thank you for the Spawn Chunks podcast, says Valkinzel. You're welcome. Listened to the first few, but fell out of Minecraft, so never kept up with it. Now I've started to listen from the beginning to catch up. Word of advice, if you're open to it, always listen to the newest and then go back and archive dive in between the new episodes, because it's a new show, so you're going to get the best information by listening to the most recent first. But then while you're waiting for new ones to come out, you can always go back and listen to the old ones. More break. Yeah. Yep, I should stay on top of them. It's very warm in here. It's 29 degrees in my studio today. It's not too humid, but it's warm. Yeah, I'm on a roll with these, I think, and I have yet to cross the T's and dot the I's. So it's just a little bit taller. Gives us a little bit more room to play with some texture later on. I'm not sure. I guess that looks okay. I might want to change the ways that those face a little bit. That might help. But I'll look at that after the break. If you're new to the channel, folks, I take a break once an hour. And thank you all for hanging out. There's quite a few of you here today. And this just gives me a chance to refresh my water. You should too, especially if you're dealing with a hot climate right now, as summer is coming in. Make sure you stay hydrated. Give yourself a stretch. Maybe text a friend and let them know that we're live. I'll see you in just a bit. The only problem with this ongoing music is that when I switch back, it just stops. There's no way to do a proper fade on it. I've looked into different ways to do that with streaming, and it doesn't seem to be all that viable. All right, so I think we've got the basics of the towers done. I wanted to try and switch this around. Little stair here. No, it looks better the other way. That's fine. I think that all looks pretty good. I don't know if I've tried this before or not. I'm going to try the smooth stone on the edge there. Actually, did I do that inside? Did that around the inside too. Yeah, I like that. I wonder if the whole tower would look good with that. I've probably tried this at some point. You know, that's not terrible. I guess then I have to do it everywhere, though. What's not viable with the streaming? Oh, when I press a button on my Stream Deck, in order to come back from the break screen, I can stop the music, but I can't fade the music out. That's why I had a very specific 6-minute long track that I was playing for my breaks, because it would be done, and then when just like right about when I was back from my break, this music would be done and it would be just a clean transition. There's the sound effect that plays, but it's not long enough to cover up any kind of cut. So for folks that are wondering what's happening today, I guess maybe I have to do it in both ways. The music player that I use, Groove music player on my PC, updated today before stream without asking me, and so it changed my playlist. That's going to need a door. And it's going to need... I guess we have to figure out what's going on in here. As far as... Are we keeping the stairs where they are? And if we are, we're probably going to have to put a railing up here. Not the biggest fan of that. What I could try to do is see if this looks good if it was bumped out by a bit. And then maybe we would turn it here. I don't know about that. I guess one advantage there is that we could probably extend the wall out. Gives it a little bit more character. And a slightly bigger landing. This would also be probably out there. Don't know. Yeah, there's a lot coming in the new update, and there's a release candidate out now, so they're getting... I mean, we know the release date is next Wednesday, so less than a week away for 1.20. This just feels a little bit strange to me. I don't want to start the stairs farther back, because then I feel like there's just not enough space here. I guess we could double back on the stairs. But it feels strange to go from 2 to 1. It does look more interesting though. Maybe it has to be really narrow. If I do this though, it just feels like it has to be something with a railing. I've done other stairs. I know I checked this the other day. These stairs right here. Yeah, these are... That's a neat little trick. Like a stair and a half. But these only ever go up like little bits at a time. And the railing looks okay here. Maybe I just have to give in and give it a railing. Stepped out one more block. So the problem with stepping out is that then it gets in the way, right? You step out another couple blocks and you're out like there. And then all of this, right? It doesn't really feel very inviting for the main entrance. Feels very narrow. But it's quick to do. And like I said, it is more interesting. It just feels very strange to have that so close to the door, like so close to here. This doesn't feel natural to me. I guess we could try to put the stairs the other way. We could have the stairs run this way. And I guess this would get carved out here. And this little weird closet thing, like this is just me making, like leaving it for a future possibility. It was not meant to be anything from the beginning. Right, but then this feels strange. I have this weird kind of tower thing here. It's fun to play around with. There's definitely possibilities. We'd have to shave this down maybe. Yeah, see, even that feels like it kind of intrudes on the main entry. Could the stair... Yeah, I mean, it could go in the same direction or a different direction. The problem is that we've already done all this work to have a door here and a staircase in here. Like, we don't need a staircase out here, right? That's the other thing. It doesn't have to be here at all. Right? There's no other outside stair going up on the wall. It's just this one. I just thought an outside stair would make sense for getting up to the portcullis, like, super quick, right? Like, if you needed to come out of the tower and come up to the top, then that would be the way to do it. So yeah, like I could totally have it face the other way. It just changes that door quite a bit. But if I have it there, I'd want at least 3 blocks here. I mean, that is a little closet makes more sense, right? But yeah, if we ended up having the stairs go this way to get to the top, you're basically covering that door unless you create some sort of like space here. So it could do it that way. Yeah, the next question, do you need a staircase? No. No, you don't. I wonder if that works out better. I mean, you're running towards the gate at that point instead of the opposite direction. Yeah, at this point it's definitely about like what looks cool. At least I can keep the door here. We'd probably just fill that in. This is the kind of thing where I put the door on the outside and fill this in this way. A little bit of a fun exchange from a single wide to a double wide. Really wish open doors would block you, or like would not block you. That feels like a strange thing to have there. It doesn't seem like it fits very well. And that's the other thing too, is like now that you've got this staircase, why would you ever use these ones? Right? Like it feels a little redundant. And if I do get rid of the stairs, then this other circle would be more complete. And we could do a little bit more decorating on the top. Look if I just get rid of this entirely. Which I don't think it was, I think it was an afterthought. So then we could take this out and then continue the pattern here. Oh, I have furnaces on me. Chiseled and smooth basalt. Smooth basalt and chiseled stone. That goes in like that. It sort of helps a little bit. Still feel like I need an extra block around these things. Escape route if you're falling back from the invader who broke through the gate, in terms of like the stairs themselves. I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So if we do 3. That works out. A lot of castles involved over time and were added to and changed. Oh yeah, no, having 2 sets of stairs isn't strange. I know. For me, it just kind of. That's the nice thing about this, is that it's not exactly medieval time. It's Minecraft. A lot of what I choose to do is usually about like just what makes sense visually. It's not necessarily about being historically accurate. It does feel a little plain. I wonder if it needs 3 of those. It's not going to look as cool with the trapdoor pattern. Oh yeah, it looks better with 3. That's for sure. And we'll get some signs. And some andesite. I guess we could put a staircase inside that other tower too. This one. And then these guys get little buttons, I think, too. Oh, it's all good, Cosmic. If it was bugging me, I would have moved it. I feel like there was more to these, but I could be wrong. Nope. Pretty simple. Oh, I see what I was doing. I don't think we have room for it over here. Yeah. In some places I was pulling the trapdoor down the wall like this. It does look cool. I guess we could do it on the ends here. Yeah, I think that works. So maybe we won't do it everywhere. Just where it makes sense. It's almost like a half support. Although it doesn't make sense over there. I think these are staying where they are. It's very distracting. I think I might replace that for just a regular hay bale. Yeah, so in here we could have the proper staircase going up as well. So it would be, that's the corner of the inside, I think. And that would make sense because then we might be able to have, oh wow, there's a whole space in there. Could maybe have this attached in here too. I don't know if I want to have two doors. If we have a door in here, we shouldn't have a door out here. Yeah, I think we'll leave the door out here and not make one in there. That way you're not getting access to inside the main hall. That's a lot of space. I'm assuming that that's got slabs at the bottom. I can't tell. Looks like yes. So if I was to put stairs in there, I want to be coming out about here. And that doesn't quite work. So yeah, we'd probably have to readdress the way that that goes up. So we'd have to come in probably the other way. Or I guess what would make sense would be stairs like right here. Thanks for the ping, Cosmic. Appreciate it. Just doing this quickly because I have the stone on me. That doesn't work at all because then you're right in the space here. Yeah, so staircase in here I don't think really makes a lot of sense. Having it be a nice large room makes sense. Rather than the small thing that was there before. Yeah, I really think we gotta stick with the stairs being here. That or we put them up against the wall. Could also change the door to be here, which might be a little bit easier too. Having that more exposed does help this a little bit, I think. I think I like that better than the stairs. You gotta remember too, like we're gonna have, you know, probably like some stuff piled up here and, you know, something in the corner here. Like we can make it feel more like a functional courtyard. Yeah, not bad. Kind of like a little bit of a putter stream where we kind of took passes at all the things that we were working on the last couple of streams. Didn't get to this roof here, so this section here is probably what we'll tackle next. But I'm happy as the courtyard develops. I feel like I'm happier with it. I'm still on the fence about these circles. Like the fact that there's nothing here in front of everything kind of feels strange to me. So I feel like this needs to be made more important somehow. But anyway, if you like this, then make sure you leave a follow. I'm going to pass you along to Scotsman UK, who is streaming more Minecraft. So your Minecraft day will continue. Don't go anywhere. Make sure you refresh that stream if you're lurking, just in case Twitch doesn't send you on the stream. You can listen to 2 new podcasts out this week. There is an episode of the Spawn Chunks and an episode of the Citadel Cafe, both available for free wherever you find your favorite podcasts. You can just look for me on your favorite podcast app, and they should come up. But search for them by name; it's pretty easy. A huge thank you to Cosmic Dancer for the massive gift sub bomb and the support, as well as EladJenkins, Redstoner 2019, and SweetSandi for that hype train. And thanks for the modding as well, Sandy and Cosmic, much appreciated. This is coming along nicely. It is slow going. We are probably going to shift gears a little bit this weekend and do a little bit of 1.20 prep, because there's no point in just focusing on finishing this the whole time, because I'm not going to get it done before 1.20. So we will probably shift a little bit and maybe do some netherite hunting, some chill stuff this weekend. And I will catch you all in the next one, which is going to be tomorrow. UTC minus 3 hours, 1 o'clock Atlantic, is where we'll be doing Lego, finishing up the Princess Leia Bosch helmet, or Boosh helmet, and then probably playing some Satisfactory tomorrow. So lots of good stuff happening here on the channel. Thanks ever so much, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a fantastic rest of the day. Bye for now.